Greetings, Dwayne, CFRN. Today is the 11th day of November, 2015. Happy Veterans Day. And I said it on the radio show. I said it in the previous video recap for the Concierge Trade Alerts. And to those who might only listen to the One Trade a Day video recap, to all veterans, to every man and woman who served our country in peacetime and in war by taking the oath to defend the Constitution, to defend the flag, to defend our freedoms. I salute you. And I and every other American, we are forever in your debt. We thank you. And we honor you today. This video will cover the One Trade a Day alerts for the 11th day of November 2015. The One Trade a Day alerts differ from the Concierge Trade Alerts. The Concierge Trade Alerts are published at night at 10:30 a.m. Monday through Friday, after the London Open, after the Wall Street Open, after the 10 a.m. economic news release, after all the excitement of the day is done and things get quiet, we publish a trade in 8 different markets. S&P, Dow, Russell, gold, crude, soybeans, euro, bonds. Bonds closed early today in honor of Veterans Day. Now, we give you an exact entry to the tick. Even if I'm convinced the S&P is going higher, I give you my best trade, long and short. If I think the market's going higher, I sit down, I run the numbers, I do the math, everything that it takes to put together one of our trades, I do it. Now, that's easy. Well, simple. Why? Because I believe in that trade. I believe it's going higher or lower. Then comes the not so simple part, where I have to spin my baseball cap in the other direction, brim pointing the other way, and I then have to go in and do the same work, same math, to give you the best entry for something that I don't really think is going to happen. We teach our traders, those who come alongside of us and become CFRN partners, we teach you to trade without a bias. And that's exactly what I'm explaining here. Even though I have a bias, I have to fold it up, stick it in my back pocket. My opinion, we all have one, and we know what they say about them. I have to learn to put my opinion aside and look at this without filters, without clouds or stars in my eyes. I have to be able to see truth. And sometimes truth and I don't agree. I'm convinced the market's going higher, and by golly, it goes lower. So let me go through these 8 markets. It won't take long. It was a quiet day today, being sort of a quasi-holiday. Now, here's what you get for your money. For $75 a month. I know. That's all. $75 a month. I will give you my best trade idea for the S&P 500 every trading day of the month. You know, I never even did the math. What does that work out to? On the average month, there will be 4 weeks, 5 days per week. So $75 divided by 20 bucks, by 20 days. $75 divided by 20 days. What is that? $3.75 per day. So less than a latte at Starbucks. I give you this trade. All right, so let's see what happened with the trade today on the S&P. Now, once you're all, oh, by the way, there is a 2 latte minimum. In other words, there's a minimum of 2 markets. You can pick any 2 you want, okay, whatever floats your boat. So you're going to spend $150 a month. So that's 2 lattes, right? But you get to choose the markets that you're familiar with. I can tell you that the Russell is at the head of the leaderboard. And because people are always asking me, hey man, what's the best market? Well, you know, markets change and things happen and whatnot. But I can honestly say that just based on the numbers over the last weeks, months probably, well, the last couple weeks, the Russell, over the last few months, it would be a toss-up, I think, between bonds and crude as to who has outperformed both on Concierge Trade Alerts and on one trade a days, and on free trades. Okay, you know, we do the free trades as well. So today, this was the trade. Now let's go take a look at the chart, see what happened. Each market, when you go to that website, eminifuturestrading.com, can't forget that, right? eminifuturestrading.com. Say it one time. Say it with me. eminifuturestrading.com. See? You'll never forget that. Each market is password protected. So if you sign up for 2 markets, which is the minimum, you'll get 2 passwords. If you sign up for all 8, because you want the bonus that I still haven't taken down, but I really, really have to take it down, okay? You'll get 8 passwords. Write them down. Passwords change every week. Okay. Enough of that. Let's just get through the recap. On the S&P 500, for your $75 a month, today's trade, you're going to get a trade every day. Today's trade came out at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Let's just put an arrow because they come out every day. They're published. They don't show up in your email. They're not going to come knocking on your door. I get emails every day, or somebody comes into the trading room or the chat room. Hey man, I didn't get my 1 trade a day. It doesn't come to you. You go to it. You go to the website. You log in. Get your trade. Okay? All right. So today, long above 2084. Now we can see that after the yellow arrow, that didn't happen. Short below 2071. That did happen. Okay. So let's go down to 2071. And the swing low was 2069.50. Okay. Now, we look for 8 ticks a day, or $100 per contract per day. That's our personal goal. This is 6 ticks, not 8. 6 ticks, not 8. Now, it's not a stop out. It's 6 ticks, not 8. Here's how we do business. We always use an 8-tick hard stop on every market we trade except bonds. We risk 4 ticks on bonds because bonds pay $31.25 per tick. At 4 ticks profit, we move our stop to break even. We're very aggressive, okay? 5 ticks, I like to see you lock in 1 tick to cover your commissions. At 6 ticks, I hope you've got 4 ticks locked in. Because then if price turns around and comes back on you, guess what? You have 50% of your daily production locked in, right? Right. Important prices and important areas are almost always tested. You'll see that happen again and again and again. Well, the next time that price comes down the road and trips past 2071, we put in a swing low down at 2067.75. So if it were let's see, if it were 68, that would be 3, so it's 3.25 points. 3.25 points. Or 3 to 4 is 12, 13 ticks. And by the way, Friday is Friday the 13th. Did you know that? It is. Because today's Wednesday the 11th. I'm clever like that. So 6 ticks, not 8, 3 1/4 points, or 13 ticks. Next market. Dow. Username and password for the week. And over here, these pages, I got to reconfigure them. Some of them you got to do the little scrolly guy. Just look for the date. So let's move this over. Well, first let me make everything go away. Like that. Let me turn this into a Dow chart, YMZ5. Okay. And then I will post this like so. Got to go find the 1030 right there. Okay, so, that's the S&P trade. Guess we need the Dow trade, don't we? I can do it. I got it. Okay, let's try that again. How about that? Does that look a little more like it? Yes. Okay. 17,770. So that would be right there. So we don't have any trigger at 17,770, do we? No. How about 17,630? No. So what do we have for the day? We have no trigger. Does that happen? It does. You blew that latte money for nothing. No, seriously. Some days you'll run a target. Some days you'll run a target more than once. Some days you'll get stopped out. And some days you just won't trigger. Now, because you have a minimum of 2 markets, it's a high probability, unless it's just a really flat day across the board, that you'll trigger on one of them. But, as in all things trading, there's no guarantee. Next on deck, we have the Russell. Username, password, and 11/11/15. This is our trade. So I'm going to paste it onto a Russell chart so we can see exactly what happened. Let's find the 1030 candle right there. Okay, now let's paste the trade. All right. Long above 1189. That's not going to happen. Or didn't happen. Short below 1179. Did happen. So 1179. There we go. All right. Now these are half-hour candles because we publish one trade a day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. So normally when you see my charts, they're always going to be hourly charts. If it's the live trading room, it's going to be a range chart. But during the radio show and all other times, workshops, seminars, Q&A sessions, I'm usually displaying an hourly chart. So the swing low is 1177.60. So from 78 to 79, that's 1 point or 10 ticks. This is 77.60, so that's going to be 14 ticks, okay, or $140 per contract. Now, just to give you an idea, in the dead of night, the Russell doesn't really have enough volume to support heavy trading, okay? It's just a little light in the saddle, okay? But as soon as Wall Street wakes up, no problem. Now these are 30-minute candles. In this 30-minute time period, we traded 6,160 contracts. So could we slip our 10 or 20 in there? Absolutely. Now you have to earn the right to trade with us. You got to earn the right to trade one. You got to stay in SIM until you're consistently profitable. Once you demonstrate consistent profitability, 10 days in a row, the blueprint will give you the green light to go live with one contract. Once you've increased your account balance by $2,000, then you can go to 2 contracts. The blueprint's designed to take you to 20 contracts over a period of 24 months. If it takes longer, it takes longer. It takes as long as it takes. As long as things go according to schedule, there's no major mishaps. Sometimes we have to hit the pause button because life happens. We could have illness, someone we know, there might be a big vacation. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I don't. Don't pretend to. So we take life each day as it comes, live it to the very best of our ability. Carpe diem, seize the day. It's about as Latin as I get. Carpe diem. Probably said it wrong. Anyway, some Latin scholars laughing. 14 ticks. Now, important prices, important areas, almost always tested. So what's the swing low on this candle? Okay, the swing low here is 77.50. So that's 15 ticks, or $150 per contract. And you go, well, $150, I don't know. Well, again, the trade costs you. You get, if you're trading the Russell, you're going to get 20 of these trades over the course of a month for $75. So now, I say that in self-deprecating, stand-up comedian-style humor because this is a big deal, all right? 1.5 in the Russell, it's a big deal. I'm not saying that to pat myself on the back. I want you to get a hold of as you learn and grow. Now, this isn't the old way, where you blow up an account about every 3 to 6 months and you have to recharge it, refuel it, so you can play around for another 3 to 6 months until you blow that one up and you've saved up some money and you can No. This is about moving forward. This is about building a business. The cornerstone of our business, the foundation upon which we build, is the ability to earn $100 per contract per day. Okay? So, next go around, on this trigger, we get down to 77.30. So 79 to 77.30, that's 17 ticks, or $170 per contract. With me? And then, important prices, important areas, once again tested. This time we got a swing low of 75.90. So from 79 to 76. That would be 30 ticks plus 1. That would be 31 ticks, or $310 per contract. I thought I only had to take one trade a day. Well, you can take one trade a day. Some days it'll run to target. Some days it'll get stopped out. Some days it won't get triggered, right? I mean, we kind of covered that already. There's one final move for the day, and the swing low is, what do we got? 1174.10. So 79 minus 74 would be 5, but you got that 74.1. So it's 49 ticks, or $490. $490 per contract potential. Okay? Now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 distinct different trades here. Could you have entered once and wrote it out the whole day because you are used to going for larger targets and using bigger stops? Maybe you got triggered in, and because you are that guy, you put your stop up here. I mean, can you do that? It's your trade. You can do with it anything you want, okay? In fact, that's exactly how you would do it. But on this trigger, it would go here, which is how they say mo betta. Yeah, mo betta. So 140 potential, 150 potential, 170 potential, 310 potential, and 490 per contract potential. That's the Russell. This Veterans Day, the 11th day of November 2015. Okay. Now this is kind of why the Russell continues to be at the top of the leaderboard. All right, let's make everything go away. Like that. Let's go to the next market, which is going to be gold. And you know what? I'll show you, but I can just tell you, gold did not trigger today. I'll show you what the trade was. Long above 1090, short below 1082. Didn't happen. Okay? Now, let me just point out, in case you haven't seen any of the other videos or the radio show, look at how many days gold has been flat. This is so highly unusual. We're talking 3.5 trading days. If you count Sunday night, really, 4 trading days. Half a day Friday, Sunday night, now Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. When this thing breaks, it's going to be explosive. Okay? And guess what? We'll catch it. We'll catch it. You and I. If you're subscribed to gold, you'll have an opportunity to catch some of the move. Can't promise you how much. I'm not psychic. But we'll catch some of it. Okay? Okay. All right. After gold, we got crude. Today's trade was long above 43.70, short below 43.10. So let's delete everything. Turn this into a crude chart. GCL Z5, we're trading the December contract still. Let's find the 1030 candle, which is right there. No, there. There we go. And the trade, we'll put that right here. Okay. 43.10. All right. Now in the first half hour that we triggered, we dropped to a swing low of 43.05. Crude oil pays $10 per tick. If you're trading the 2420 blueprint, if you're trading by the book with us. Now again, if you're the guy that's going for the bigger target, your stop's up here. But if you trade with us by the book, you've got an 8-tick hard stop, and when there's 4 ticks profit, you take your stop to break even. That's what this was, a break-even trade. We're very, very aggressive with our risk management. You don't have to be. I mean, we can't force you to be as aggressive as we are, but that's what we're going to teach you. What you do with that will, ultimately be up to you. So that's a break-even trade. Important prices, important areas, almost always tested. So the next drop is down to 42.93. So that's going to be 17 ticks or $170 per contract. Okay, 17 ticks. Price rallies back up, triggers again. This go around, we get a swing low of 13 ticks. Now, once you have your goal for the day, whatever that is, you can stop. You don't. I thought it was one trade a day. It's as many. It can be one trade a day. Hit, miss, no trigger, or you can trade until you hit your target. Whatever works best for you. Your broker can trade this on your behalf. You can use your smartphone to enter your trades. Just check with your broker. Most brokers these days have a mobile app. This trade, the swing low is 42.83. So that's going to be 27 ticks or $270 per contract. Now, who gets out at the exact swing low of a move? Not me. I've tried. Just doesn't seem to work. So here's what we teach our students. We teach you how to work with a hard target. In crude oil, the hard target's 10 ticks. Why? Because that gives you $100 per contract per day. If you will learn how to make $100 per contract per day consistently, we'll teach you over a period of 24 months how to build your account size very methodically using aggressive risk management. And you can build yourself a nice business. But you have to be able to think in probabilities, and you have to bring discipline to work every single day. Without discipline, none of this works, okay? And so this move was 27. I mean, it actually continued down a little further with the next candle, but after this big pullback. And so the idea is you're not going to get out at the exact swing low of a move. You're going to either get out at your 10-tick target, or you're going to trail your stop, and as price pulls back, you're going to get stopped out with profit, okay? And if it runs the other way, the worst thing that can happen is you get stopped out for 8 ticks. The next worst thing is that you get stopped out at break even. The next worst thing is break even plus 1. That covers your commission. And then we get onto the profit side of the equation. Okay, the third and final trade. As you can see, we do get back above by a tick. That's all it takes. That resets the trade. Down we go again. Now this closes at 42.79. So that's going to be 31 ticks or $310 per contract. if you got out at the low, or in this case, the close of that candle. Again, that's not going to happen. You're going to get out at your hard target somewhere along the way, or you're going to trail part of your position after your hard target. And, you know, it's the land of opportunity here. So take what you can get. Now, does this one go back above? It does. It goes back above by a tick. Okay. And so we actually have one more to tally up, 42.93. So that's another 17. Okay. And so crude oil today gave us 6 trading opportunities. Okay. Not bad for one trade a day, right? That was a joke. Feel free to laugh. Okay, we're almost done here. I promise. That was crude. Soybeans. Will you just take my word for it? It didn't trigger. You know what? I can't be 100% certain. I don't think it triggered. Gone this far, might as well take a look. Right? Right. Okay. Let's make all of this vanish. Let's go to soybeans. We're in January beans, ZSF6. And the trade was to be long above 858. Oh, it did trigger. Well, now don't I feel silly? Hey, I heard that. If you stared at as many numbers as I do all day long, and you were a man of a certain age, or a woman, age does not discriminate, you'd forget stuff too. Okay, so the 1030 candle is right there. $10.30. Okay. Long above 858. There. Now, here's the deal. The stuff to the left doesn't count, right? 10:30, that's when we issue the trade. Okay? We use an 8-tick hard stop. So if we're getting long at 58, our hard stop's going to be where? 56. Now, this trade triggered 10:30, and it went up to 58.75. That's 3 ticks. That's not enough to get your stop to break even. So when it comes back to 56, what happens? You get stopped out. Now, you don't get triggered in again until here. You don't hit your target, your 2-penny target. Remember, we're shooting for $100 per contract per day. Right there at 860. Now, we triggered here, and we get stopped out here. We trigger here, we don't get stopped out, we get our 2 points for the day here. Could you trail your stop and pick up a little bit more? Yes. Could you trail your stop and pick up another, let's see, 86? Could you trail your stop and pick up another? This is 8 ticks. Could you grab another 7, 6 or 7? Could this be a 14? Well, right here, could this be a 14-tick trade? Yes. At $12.50 per tick? Yes. If you trail your stop. And if you do that, then you come out positive for the day on soybeans. The market, I thought didn't trigger. Okay. Euro. Boy, we're almost done. This has been a long day. You have no idea. But it's been a great day. Man, it's been a great day. Okay, so let's see what happens here on the euro. Delete everything. Make this a 6E chart. 6E Z5. We're trading the December contract. Now this is tonight, so we're not interested in that. We got to go find the 10:30 this morning candle, which is going to be right there. $10:30 a.m. Okay, now here's our trade. The trades, by the way, are valid until the next day. So from 10:30 to 10:30, it's a 24-hour window. Doesn't mean you have to trade it every time it triggers. Just means it's valid until the next trade comes out. Okay? Now, a really good question would be to go, well, how about on Friday? Because you put one out at 10:30, then the market opens Sunday night for Globex. You don't put another one out until Monday morning. So is the one from Friday still good Sunday night? Move to the head of the class. That's a great question, and the answer is yes. Okay, long above 107.90 didn't happen. Short below 106.95 didn't happen. So we have another case of no trigger. Like I said, it was kind of a quiet day. Now, is that everything? No, there's still bonds. I really don't think that one triggered because the bond market closed at noon. Oh, I didn't put out. So it didn't trigger because I didn't put one out for bonds. So if you signed up for bonds, I owe you a day because of the holiday. Okay? All right. So the home page looks like this. eminifuturestrading.com. It's not meant to be pretty. It's not SEO friendly. It is an information site. It's only for the purpose of what we just did. For those of you who subscribe to come and pick up your trade every day. Now again, if you want to get signed up, if you watch this video, you're all excited, and you're like, man, for $150 minimum, I can get 2 trades a day, every trading day. So there's 20 trading days in most months, 4 weeks, 5 trading days per week. So that's 40 trades. Let's do our math again. See if it holds true. 150 divided by 40. Yep, it's still less than a latte. A latte is like $4 and change. It's $3.75 per trade. That's what it's costing you. So where I live, that's a bargain. Where you live, I don't know. I can't say. Go to this page, 1 trade a day. Read everything. Take a look. We have 4 years of public results. This is our 2nd decade of teaching traders, people just like me, just like you, how to trade. We have 4 years of published trades and the results. It's in the public domain. It's out there for all the world to see. Some folks wrote some kind words about us, which was a surprise the day I saw that. And I tweeted and thanked them. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know what you were supposed to do in a situation like that. So I just tweeted out thanks. I want you to read The Truth About Trading, okay? It's very important. If you're too lazy to read it, or if you're just tired like I am sometimes at the end of the day, I love a nice podcast. Click here and listen. It takes about 5 minutes. Now, it's time to place your order. 2 markets, 4 markets, 6 markets, 8 markets. I put up a bonus a couple days ago, and I keep threatening to take it down. Now, if I don't take it down, I'm going to be one of those cheesy marketing guys that's always dangling the carrot and doesn't mean what he says. Doesn't say what he means, doesn't mean what he says, whatever. I told you it's been a long day and I'm tired. Okay. How do I get serious about this? I know. Here's what I'll do. I can't go back on this once I do it. Net. Stay with me. It'll be worth it. I promise. Just give me some time. Not a lot of time. Just a little. Okay? If you'd like to tell me some jokes or something while we wait, feel free. Hey, that was pretty good. All right, I'm almost done. Oh boy. Oh. There it is. Okay. So tomorrow is the 12th. Okay, stay with me. One more moment. We're almost there. Prepare to land. Bring your chair to an upright position. Okay, I'm almost there. Okay. 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 I think I pulled it off.
Returning visitor.
Did I? Oh, give me one more minute. Gosh, I think it worked this time. No. Okay, now you're getting aggravated with me, right? This isn't an elaborate trick just to get you to go sign up. Bonus ends in New York time, 21 hours, 30 minutes, and 32 seconds. So it's carved in stone, ladies and gents. Okay. So now when you go to cfrn.net, one trade a day, here's what you do. You got to play beat the clock. Go study up on us. Place your order. Get your huge bonus. It ends in 21 hours, 30 minutes. Now, I can't give you the trades until you print one of these out. Just click the PDF. It's the easiest. Boom. Go over here. Print, sign, scan, email, or fax. Back to the studio here. And you're in like Flynn. Okay? That's all there is to it. cfrn.net/1-trade-a-day. Hey, why don't you come hang out with us and trade live tomorrow? That sounds like fun, right? Having a partners meeting tomorrow night, but you got to be a partner to come to that. But you can come and hang out and trade live with us. cfrn.net/apply. Just come hang. Watch us. Now, we'll be doing something different. We won't be trading the one trade a day. We'll be doing what we normally do in the live trading room. We've got indicators. We've got a strategy. We've got a methodology. It's really quite simple, and I'd love to teach you. In fact, if you want, I'll let you use you can download a demo of the Ninja platform or the DT Pro platform. Then we'll let you use our indicators for 5 days. We'll teach you our trade setups. We use 2 in the live trading room. You can practice them for 5 days. Now, at the end of 5 days, you might say, wow, this is cool. I've been doing great in the simulator. I think I can learn how to do this. I would like to get into your mentoring program. We'll make you a great offer to become a CFRN partner. If at the end of 5 days you go, man, I don't think that's for me, we'll part friends, give us our indicators back, and you can still come and hang out with us live every day on the radio. Radio? What do you mean, radio? Well, we've been doing this little radio show. It's actually the thing that made us famous. We're now in our 2nd decade. It's why we're called that. Just go to the home page and click the big microphone. And then come down here. Click that link. Okay, it'll take you 30 seconds to register. What'll happen is you'll get an email every day that reminds you the radio show starts at noon Eastern, and come hang out with us for 2 more hours. Now, we're not doing live trading during the radio show, although sometimes I do point out trades for you during the radio show. We're talking, we're looking at markets, sometimes we talk about politics, religion, or whatever the news of the day is. It is financial talk radio, but we have a great time. And again, we're in our 2nd decade, so we've actually gotten pretty good at it. I don't know. You be the judge. But listen, thanks for hanging out with me. Now, again, the one trade a day, the minimum is 2 markets, $75 per market. It's $150 a month. You get 2 trades every trading day of the month. If you take 8 markets, you get that bonus. That is a true $499 value. It's 30 days of the Concierge Trade Alerts. Now, if you subscribe, ask a subscriber, 90 days costs you $1,500. An annual subscription is $5,000. So that's a pretty good introductory offer. You sign up for 8 of the one trade a day markets, and I give you a month of the Concierge Trade Alerts. But that offer is going to expire in how long? 23 hours and something, right? We're counting it down. All right, listen, take care. I got to get some rest. I'll see you in the live trading room, I hope. Bye-bye.